Ted?
Myra, thank you. State Attorney General J.B. Van Hollen asking today a judge to put on hold his decision to repeal major parts of the law that effectively ended collective bargaining for most public workers. Van Hollen filed that request today. On Friday, a Dane County judge ruled that the law, known as Act 10, is unconstitutional as applied to local school and local government employees. Attorney Lester Pines represents the Madison Teachers Union that brought the lawsuit. Pines says he will vigorously oppose Van Hollen's request to put the ruling on hold.
Which leads many to wonder, where will this go next and what is going to happen? Most think it will be going to the Supreme Court, which leads to the other question regarding the court's so-called political leanings.
Fox 6's Brandon Cruz spoke with the former state Supreme Court Justice Janine Getzke to try and sort through the mess.
He may be right or wrong because ultimately the Supreme Court will decide it.
Even though the current decision whether to allow for a stay of Act 10 rests in Judge Juan Colas' hands, the decision he made last week to repeal parts of Act 10 is headed to the state's highest court.
Judge Colas' kids.
So says former state Supreme Court Justice Janine Getzke.
The question is, this particular bill, does it discriminate and does it impact people that are covered by collective bargaining versus those that are not?
Everyone is wondering who will drag out in the courts. If the recent pass is an indication, Getzke says be patient.
My guess is that it will bypass the Court of Appeals one way or another and get to the Supreme Court. But I suspect unless the court acts quickly like it did last time, it will take about a year.
Colas ruled that Act 10 violates one's constitutional rights. Governor Scott Walker disagrees and called the judge a liberal activist.
It's unfortunate. What we ought to be discussing is the merits of the decision and you know, how it has been analyzed rather than the character of these judges. There's nothing to show that the judges are not acting in good faith and finding consistent with their own research and their decision making.
Despite heavy political posturing on both sides of Act 10, Getzke says she has faith that the High Court will focus only on the issue.
The court just needs to do what it needs to do, remain independent, try to be consistent from its prior rulings to its future rulings, and to judiciously look at the Constitution and the statutes.
Getzke believes that a stay will be granted and that the case will go to the Supreme Court ultimately. Unless it goes quickly like it did last time, she feels it will take between 1 and 2 years to finally be decided. Mary?